Hey guys, welcome back to the messy garden. We've made a little bit of progress out here, I am pleased to say. Not a lot, but a little bit, and it is very satisfying progress. So, actually the first thing I'll show you guys, I'll show you over here. It's this. Generally speaking, the garden is still a disaster, so just don't look too closely at stuff in the background. Probably shouldn't point that out because now people are going to be looking, but so the first thing that I'm happy I've got done is over here. Oh, it's so wet. Oh my goodness, can you tell it's been chucking it down lately? Oh. But anyway, got my rhubarb bed for the most part filled up, and we've got our rhubarb in, and look how happy it is. So this is our special rhubarb. This is my granddad's rhubarb. And then we've got one on either side of it. We've got that one there. And we've got another one over here. These were ones we bought. I just bought some crowns. I don't remember what they were or where they were from even, just random rhubarb crowns. So yeah, we've got our 3 rhubarb plants in here. I'm happy about this. So the garden beds are definitely a win. They look fantastic. Obviously we've not trimmed yet. There's still debate as to whether or not we're going to put an extra layer on and stuff like that. So I've left the bits of timber sticking up for now in case I change my mind and want to make it deeper, because let's face it, I'm a woman and I like to change my mind. But yeah, the beds are definitely a win. I love them. I mean, it looks awesome. It looks so smart. I absolutely love it. It's really nice having stuff at a more reachable height, like not having to bend down to ground level. And it's also going to be really nice as well, being able to build the soil up a lot more. Because as you can see, our ground is somewhat unforgiving. So we have really heavy clay soil here. It is rubbish ground, really, really rubbish. We struggle to grow grass here, let alone a vegetable garden. And over the last few years, I've added manure and compost and other stuff to it, and it has helped a little bit. But I just feel like I never really got enough of it on there. So having these raised beds now means I'm going to really be able to build up a good deep layer of hopefully decent compost, and hopefully that should help us out a little bit. I think it's going to make a big difference to the winter garden. So normally in the winter, I mean, as you can see, it's completely waterlogged in here. I'm surprised anything's alive. So I have got a couple of kales left out here. To be fair, the soil over here isn't too bad. So the bits on the paths are obviously worse than the bits where the beds were. So they're doing a little bit better. But I mean, I pulled out some broccoli plants and a kale plant out of this area yesterday when we were building this bed, and they were so waterlogged, so waterlogged. I have actually kept hold of them, so I chucked them in this pot here. So this broccoli, I mean, it looks pretty gnarly and mangled, but I mean, this is a nice younger bit. Oh look, there's actually a little head of broccoli in there. That's awesome. Purple sprouting, I should say, technically. But yeah, I'm going to have a go at replanting that broccoli because... Dog shouting. But yeah, I'm going to have a go at replanting that broccoli because I have done that several times before. I've dug them up and moved them, and then they kind of they grow back and I get lots more food off of them. So I may as well chuck it back in and see what happens. We'll see. Sorry, I had to go see what the dogs were barking at. There's nothing there. They're just being loud. Just setting up a false alarm again. But anyway, yes, I've dug up that broccoli out there. It was super, super waterlogged. I did also dig up loads of onions. So I got a whole bucket of what I think might be spring onions, which were all along the side of this garden bed. I thought it was garlic that I missed, but when I dug it out, I was like, oh no, this is onions. So I don't know, I might take some of those in the house and just eat them. I'm quite enjoying spring onions at the moment. Oh, it's starting to rain again. I might plant a few of them to see if they'll get a little bit bigger. But obviously the big task we have now, well, we have a couple of big tasks. We have the task of building the other 2 raised beds that we got timber for. So there's going to be 2 more like this. one there and then one like there-ish. Obviously that needs clearing. But yeah, the bigger job is going to be filling these things. So with the rhubarb bed, with the one over there, I did cheat a little bit. We had a couple of rotten bales of hay that I put in the bottom, and then I put some fresh manure in out of the stables as well. I put some stuff out of the shelter in, like I dug some of the mucky out and put it in there. And then we had a rotten bag of shavings as well from the horses, which also went in there. And so I didn't actually have to put that much compost in it to fill it up, because I put all that other stuff in the bottom. I haven't got that now. So these are gonna require some creative filling. I think I will probably use like stuff off of this top muck heap to fill a lot of this, like maybe half of it. Oh guys, you're getting wetted on now. I'm gonna go in the greenhouse a sec. Oh goodness, that's better. It's so warm in here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna fill probably half of it up with just muck heap stuff, like off the muck heap up here, like raw manure and stuff. And then we've got another muck heap down the bottom of the property, which is very, very well rotted. That's a couple of years old now, so then I can put a load of that in. And then I need to find some other stuff to go in it though. This is the problem. I might end up getting some wood chips. I don't know, maybe some wood chips, some sand. Because I need to think about it though, because I'm going to be very, very heavy on the nitrogen. Because obviously manure and nitrogen. So yeah, I am going to have to think about it. But basically the bottom layers are just going to be whatever junk I can find to put in there. And then probably the top, that much, maybe a little bit more. Like probably the equivalent of one of those pieces of wood, which, I don't know, probably about the depth of my hand. I'm going to have to do some decent compost that is actually like a well-balanced growing medium. And yeah, put that on the top layer. And then I'm going to have to do that 3 times. And then we've got another bed to build over there eventually, next to the rhubarb one. And also, I'm going to have to go back in the rain to show you guys this, otherwise it's going to make no sense. Oh, it's not too bad out here, it's just spitting. So yeah, there's going to be a raised bed there eventually, along that fence line. And then over here, this is all going to get rebuilt. We're going to have a long skinny one down here. And we're also going to have a long skinny one behind the chair over there. And this is going to be raised up, so we'll have a long skinny one along here as well. So yeah, the building of the beds is not very taxing at all. Like, it doesn't take long to knock these up. It's the filling of the beds that is tedious, time-consuming, heavy work. And yeah, it's gonna take a lot of effort to fill these up. Part of me really wishes I had a tractor right now, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't, so it's going to be elbow grease, unfortunately for me. But yeah, we made progress, it's awesome. We have a raised bed that just needs filling, and then I can put vegetables in it. That makes me very happy. I'm just digging up the last plant that I had in here that I need to move before I can finish filling this bed. And yeah, this was my asparagus. I'm pretty sure it's been drowning in our soaking wet soil. Look at the state of that. That is pitiful. I mean, it's got a massive root system, so it might have a chance, but yeah, I think I'm just going to stick that in a pot for now and chuck some compost over it to cover the roots. And then I haven't quite decided where it's going to live yet, so it may have to stay in that pot for a while. It's probably going to stay in there for years, knowing me, isn't it? It's just going to live in a pot now because I forget things and I'm an idiot. That wasn't supposed to happen. Stumps! You really shouldn't be in here, babe. Go on, scram. Go on, shoo! Out of the garden. Go on, troublesome pony. Oh God, there's bits of wood everywhere. Yep, it's muddy, babe. Go on. Go on. Go on, out you go. Good girl. Left the gate open, didn't I? I never learn. So I noticed something really random with my radish seedlings, which I'm going to try and show you guys now. So, we look here. This little seedling only has one seed leaf. And I mean, it's quite a big one. It almost looks like it was like a twin leaf. Like if you look there, it looks like, I don't know, it almost looks to me like it's two leaves that are stuck in one. So we've got one there that's only got one leaf. And then we've got one over here that's got three seed leaves. Three little baby leaves. It's very random. Like I don't very often see, like, I don't know, what would you call it, a mutant? Is it a mutant seedling? I don't know, but I don't very often see them. And to have two in one pot was kind of cool. I got freaky radishes. So, I've had another issue with my greenhouse heater. It's bad this time. Oh, look at it in here. So black. Like everything is caked. Literally. I've just blown some of the muck off of the flowers and stuff, but all that soot, it's everywhere. That is awful. It's all over here, it's all over there. Even the cobwebs have been sooted. Like look, I've got sooted cobwebs. Yeah, all of this is just caked. Absolutely caked. On the plus side, so this is the second time it's done this now. On the plus side, I think I know what's happening. So we've been out today. I left the heater on this morning. I left one of the burners on because it wasn't supposed to be that hot today. Turns out we've had full sun. And I think what's happening is that when we get full sun, the sun is obviously heating up the greenhouse. It's heating up the tank that the fuel is in. And I think the fuel is vaporizing a lot quicker because it's really hot in here, which is then causing the flame to burn like more aggressively. And I should clarify, like there was not flames like pouring out the side of this thing. The flame was only about that big. It was not an uncontrolled burn, it was just a dirty burn. So if these things burn in the wrong way, obviously you're going to get soot, which is what we've had here. Which is just, oh, it's so bad. That is disgusting. I'm going to drag the hose in here in a minute, to be fair. I'm not cleaning this by hand again, I'm dragging the hose in here. But yeah, I think that's what's happening, is that the heat is causing the fuel to vaporize, which is causing a more enthusiastic burn, which is then causing this. So lesson learned, if there's any kind of clear sky forecast, regardless of what the temperatures say, just turn the heater off in the day, I think is probably the sensible idea, and then just turn it on at night before we go home after we've fed everyone. Because yeah, now I have to clean my greenhouse again, and I really don't want to, but I kind of need to because this is bad. This is shocking. I mean, this is one of the good panes of glass, and yeah, look. Not what I planned to do this afternoon. Dripped on. Oh god, I didn't think this through. Oh, I should probably move that monstrosity out of here. Oh yeah, this is so much easier than scrubbing. Scrubbing is for losers. Ah! Although you do get a free shower doing it this way. Okay, I might have to scrub that bit. But I have in fact avoided scrubbing the rest of it. Wasn't that a win? While I'm at it, I may as well. Because I couldn't reach them. Ah! No, I fell over a bucket of water. I mean, I think I still am going to have to scrub it a little bit, but I mean, I'm not going to have to put half as much effort in as I would have had to put in. I'm calling this a win. There we go. Nobody would ever know that anything happened in here. Apart from that bit over there. That bit gives it away. We're making progress. We have one bed almost I say, ready to plant in. So I've started putting some of the well-rotted stuff in now. I need to get my arse in gear and go get more of the well-rotted stuff. I've actually been cheating a little bit as well. So this, I don't want this in here anymore in the garden. It's kind of big and awkward and it doesn't really have a proper home. I do have another purpose for it though, so it's not going to get wasted. But I've been taking the soil out of here as well and chucking it in there. So yeah, we're getting there. I'm just in time as well, because I have got stuff here that really needs to not be in there anymore. I've had to move them out of the greenhouse because the days are getting so hot now that this stuff just, it can't be in there. It's too hot for it. It's going to get ruined if I leave it in there. And I failed to water it this morning, hence it's gone a little bit floppy. But it'll be fine. It's cool. So yeah, I'm hoping by this weekend that bed will be completely topped up and I can get that stuff planted and we'll actually have the beginnings of a garden. I need to do trimming. Like, I need to trim all these off as well, obviously. But yeah, we're getting there. It's awesome. I'm very happy. Well, the red ants have moved in already. I don't know if you can see them on here or not. There's loads of them. I wouldn't mind them if it wasn't for the fact that they're vicious little monsters who bite me every time I try to garden. I might have to do something about the red ants this year. They've been getting problematic over the last couple of years to the point where they did take over certain parts of my garden. I mean, they were the least of my concerns. The rats were the big problem last year, but the red ants are just, they're just annoying. Like, I don't want to be bitten every time I'm pulling up carrots, you know, and I don't want to end up with polka dot legs every time I sit down and try to plant some fresh seedlings. It's just not fun, so yeah. Be warned, little creatures, you may be getting evicted soon. Can you just go make your nest somewhere else, please? Because you're evil, aren't you? You are fascinating, though. Very fascinating little creatures. Just evil, fascinating little creatures. Oh, look, that one's carrying a corpse. Quick garden update. I think that just sums me up as a person, really. It's just chaos. Like, absolute chaos. What the hell? Like, I don't even have words for this. It's just... wow. One day, it might look like a respectable garden out there, but I very much doubt it.